And now for a quick disclaimer. The T-Bone in the Morning Show is the opinion of T-Bone and T-Bone only, even if you agree with him. They do not reflect the policies or opinions of the Department of Defense, the United States Navy, or the Armed Forces Network. Thanks for listening. What?
All right, we are back. And T-Bone is here.
No.
He's not here. Never mind.
I am.
T-Bone's not. He is here.
Yes.
Me, T-Bone, and DJ
Yes.
Yes.
A threesome. I love it. All three of us together. It's perfect.
It's the best.
Yes. Now all of us together, we could say it's T-Bone in the morning. Are you ready? I'll use hand signals. What? It's
T-Bone in the morning. Mine was better than his, so.
I agree. Yours much. You know why? Because you're committed.
I'm not a functioning 6 in the morning person. I'm not a morning person.
You're
at
a
all.
DJ that looks into the microphone. You're that guy. Meanwhile, and I've told you this before, technically proficient, outstanding. And then, this guy.
He's a freewheeling dude.
He looks like
he's a wild card.
He looks like the guy I gave 2 pesos to outside waiting to
I'll have you know that I am showered and clean, a little bit ashy, but I'm alive.
You may be showered, but do you look fresh and clean?
I am. I'm wearing one of my favorite AFN Rhoda shirts. I have the perfect amount of scruff, and
there is no perfect amount of scruff ever. It's either all the way or nothing.
Look, don't bash my genetics. I can't help it.
It is T-Bone in the morning, and surprise, surprise, we have new listeners.
Yeah, that's so.
Yeah.
You've been saying for a while, our 1 or 2 listeners, and one of them sometimes your dog.
Well, first of all, those are fans. Okay,
those
are people who wake up intentionally at 6 o'clock on a Friday morning, brew their coffee, gather the family, sit around the breakfast table, and turn on the old dial-up radio, the emergency dial-up radio, and they are waiting patiently and anxiously to, both of those go together. Why not? To hear what's going to be said on the T-Bone in the Morning Show.
I just want to know who trained your dog to wake up and make coffee for the family. I wish my dog could do that.
I have trained him to make coffee, to fetch me the remote, to choose whether we go for a walk or a run. Yes, I have a very smart dog. He does dumb things because he's still a dog, don't get me wrong, but he's a very smart dog.
Okay, yeah, I'm waiting for those videos of him making coffee. That's what I mean, you post everything else he does. Pretty sure you have his last bathroom movement on.
I haven't started
Facebook.
doing that, but I couldn't make it. I mean, with the power of video editing, I could make it look like he's doing that on command.
I don't want to see that.
Okay, buddy, you do number 1,
No, that's not.
There's an audience for that.
There is.
There's an audience for everything. There are people on the YouTubes who are making money eating. Just nothing, no commentary, no nothing. Just a bunch of food in front of them and eating in front of a camera.
I'm not gonna lie. I love mukbang videos.
I don't know how I missed the boat on that job opportunity. I'm like, wait a second. I don't even have to speak. All I got to do is eat, and people will pay me. Yep, that's how it works.
It kicked off in Korea. It's like a really
you
big
just
thing.
look like after every couple bites.
Korea.
Just look at the camera like The Office, and then kind of there.
You do the fourth wall.
Just break the fourth wall. Like, food. I did it.
In your mouth.
I've always thought about trying to do different things on YouTube. Because I like money, and these kids that are making money. They don't deserve making money. They're not talented. They're just on YouTube, and they got followers, and they got advertisers. One of the ideas that struck me was just recording myself watching Jeopardy every night.
Do you normally get the answers before the guests?
I'm not bad. I'm not bad. Well,
that's not a good thing. Well, I mean, you're already married, so it's okay. But most women don't like a man who's too smart. We talked about.
We did talk about that.
Oh, I got to dumb it down?
There's no such thing as too good looking, because nobody would have a problem dating like Superman or something, that actor. But if he's too smart, this would only last a little while.
Yeah, they get shut down.
Are these the mistakes I've been making my entire life?
You're already married. I don't know what you're like.
I'm only married as proof that hypnotism works. Okay,
you're too smart. You're too smart.
I let her answer the questions in Jeopardy first. I let her do that. You know, I give her an opportunity to answer before I answer.
So you give her an opportunity to be wrong and then shove it in her face.
I do not. No, I say things like "good try," and I'm very motivating.
That's really condescending. At a certain point, it goes from motivation to condescending. You're like, I don't know.
There's no
going on
condescending about it. My wife's a smart lady, and I don't think I have to dumb it down to make her smarter.
I mean, I'm just saying, it's the statistic that women don't like men who are too smart. They can never be too pretty. Or handsome. That's the term for men. Handsome.
But they can't be more handsome than the girl is pretty.
The girl has to be more attractive than the man.
That's never been a problem for me. I've always been the ugly wingman, so I've got that covered.
Wow.
What?
I mean,
he's your ugly wingman. So
true.
why are
I
you?
am.
Oh.
I'm a horrible wingman.
It's
though.
the other. I feel like it's the other way around.
It's funny.
No, he'll try to wingman and like, hey, I like you. You're tall and you have an athletic build, and this guy doesn't really smile.
And you're a little scruffy. That's very nice. I like the scruff.
Yeah.
So do you ever find yourself dumbing it down to seem less intelligent? I mean, I can understand. You both date on the economy, right? So, I mean, your Spanish may be better, but you pretend like it's not as good.
Oh,
so,
all the time. I play the stupid American card whenever I don't want to like really talk
I only
to
do
people.
that when I
I'm
pull
so
over
good
by
at
the
it, you
cops.
could assume that I actually am because my Spanish is awful.
No,
But I am starting a class on Monday.
Español.
I'm
Are
starting
you?
the Spanish class.
Both of
so
us. Whoop whoop.
He's in level 2 now because he did the
No,
first.
I went to level 3.
Oh, he did level 3 because
because not enough smart people signed up for the class. So
You're
no,
too
I have-
smart,
I had to
so-
jump up.
Well,
I had to jump up.
When are we going to start doing the show in Spanish?
Never.
First of all, I think it would be great for our American listeners to start picking up on the habla.
C.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh.
That's
Plus, long ago in a land far, far away, I loved listening to Maria and Jose in the morning on Kiss FM. I really did, because I mean, they're your typical American radio show. You got your two people bouncing back and forth, and then you've got the jokester that's in the room too, and they do the prank phone calls with the old man voice, and it was a fun show. But then I started doing this and. It felt like it was a direct competition, so I have to give you guys your, listener for the day.
You don't.
But I'm the most unappreciated listener you have, because I engage you in conversation when you're doing the show, and all you do is on the radio complain about the fact that I'm engaging you in the show.
Look, because you know, in all honesty, that the minute I see like boxes pop up while I'm trying to like look at notes on the internet, and I'm like, throws off my whole thought process, and then I have to take a second to recover. It's T-Bone's
You
fault.
have hyper attention deficit disorder.
Yeah, you and the CMC both love to. You and the CMC both love to message me during the show.
New CMC?
The new CMC.
Nice.
And it distracts me, and then I laugh about it, and then sometimes it's on air, and then I'm like, well, okay.
One
My
time
bad.
we were having some fun at the expense of a previous Command Master Chief, and he decided to call the studio, and Chick Brew took that call. And I got some great photos because she tried to hide under there. She's like crying and laughing and literally like a turtle. She just crawled up underneath. It's just, oh yeah, good times. She's going to be back soon. What are we going to do when Chick Brew comes back?
I'm going to do the same thing I used to do. I'm going to say good morning, and I'm going to go back to my desk, and I'm going to let Chick Brew run the show.
She is fun to have around.
She also makes my 6:30 to 7:30 Friday mornings a lot easier because I don't have to do anything. Usually she stays till 8. Like she gets there at 6, she does it till 8, and I was like, 2 hours out of the show, I'm just sitting in the back. I could take a nap. I'm solid.
Well, hey, you ever think about compensating her? You ever think about, throwing her a bone? Maybe, buying her a cup of coffee, something nice, considering what she's doing for you?
We can answer that after the break, but tie back to the beginning of the conversation. So Fresh, So Clean by Outkast here on AFN Rhoda.
Is it the top of the hour, or do we lose count there?
6:49. We're not top of the hour yet, but I love how the song says, 4 minutes, but we're gonna end it 30 seconds before that or something like that.
That's always a fun surprise. It keeps you on your toes.
It does. I'm still in the chair, but I know what you're talking about mental gymnastics.
Before we got onto how fresh and clean and shaggy you were, and dumbing it down for the ladies, and YouTube eating and YouTube Jeopardy watching.
Mukbang. It's called mukbang.
I don't.
Mukbang.
Yeah.
Mukbang.
I mean, I don't feel like you should necessarily say that on the radio because feel like it's a little bit rough. hearing.
See, this is what happens.
But-
You say something, and that gets me going on a different tyrant.
Well, I'm
Or
just
a
saying, you
different
called
tangent. Yeah.
It's
A different authoritarian leader.
It all started with mukbang.
It's authoritarian leader. It goes in a different direction. So there are words out there that are only allowed to be referred to by a letter. You know, there's the B word and the D word and of course, you know, a very famous word.
The bomb.
The F words and the W. You just there's these. They exist everywhere. But I kind of thought that was only an American thing. And I recently came across this thing where the K word is South Africans' big no-no. You can't do that.
Oh yeah,
Have you seen that?
I've seen Blood Diamond, and then Leonardo DiCaprio, in a fit of anger, calls his co-star that, and then gets punched in the face.
Yeah.
So, but I know what word you're talking about.
So it's a big deal. Just trust me. It's called the K word because it's a word that starts with K, and it's a big deal. You can't use it because of Twitter and everything else. Well, a guy did. A guy was on vacation and was in Greece, and he used this word while he was doing a little Twitter video or Instagram video. And the country, unlike America, doesn't really lose their mind. What they do instead is just mock this dude to infinity. They do the exact same video, except it's funny. I don't want to give the guy credit for starting something that was very funny. I just think it would be a great opportunity to do a video like that with just an absolutely made-up word. You know, a T-Bone uses X word in the morning, right? And then there's a video, and it's me, blah, 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 blah. And right when I get ready to say the X word, and who knows what X is? Right when I get ready to say the X word, we just go beep. And then we all get mad and angry about it. How dare he use the word, you know? And
They did like a whole South Park season about trolling people on the
internet.
Yeah.
I think it's fun to troll people when everyone knows it's a joke.
But the problem is a lot of people don't know
because
what the joke
a
is.
troll is such a it's such a wide open to interpretation kind of word. Because I got a whole bunch of different words for people who are trolls. And none of them rhyme with troll.
Is it the X word?
I'm really interested in your trollcabulary that you got running.
Well,
right now.
I could tell you that would be an off-air conversation because none of that would be listener-friendly. Speaking of listeners, we do have new listeners, and I know we have new listeners because the cyclic repetition of people going, "Hey, did I hear you on the radio Friday morning?" has started anew. It goes in cycles, you know, as people transfer, as people get used to the voices on the radio, and then they hear that different voice. So yeah, I got about 5 of those since last week's show. Hey, I heard you, and hey, was that? And it's always funny to me because this isn't my radio voice. This is my actual, no kidding, this is how I talk every day voice.
It's true. I've seen him at security. This is the same energy. I have the same energy. I have less energy at security than I do in the show, and you just come at me full force. I'm like, I can't right now. Just let me go back to bed.
Once upon a time, I had some engraving done on an eye product. We'll just say an eye product because I don't remember which one it was, and I don't like eye products. But my little quote, my little phrase of life at the time wasn't live, laugh, and pray or anything. It was like live life loud. I loved that, right? Live life loud. Just live life loud. Yeah, that's what I do.
I'm sorry, what was it? I didn't catch that.
I think there was something in my ear.
Hearing protection. And then it was only a month, 2 months later, and there was an ad on television that was pushing the live life loud. And I'm like, I really feel like somebody kind of stole my idea there.
Went mainstream with it.
Yeah.
You didn't copyright it. It's not yours.
So you're speaking of being too late, you're too late again with that. Could be paid to eat food quietly.
Oh man. Come on, hook me up, man. Be my manager or my agent or something.
First of
get
all,
me on the Eating Food channel.
You just it's a lot of like intro. You got to just jump in there and start ordering like an obsessive amount of food and just shoveling it down. And then people will watch, and then like mukbang is so big, like people will like send, like people can quit working because people will donate money for like their rent, and they're like, I want to see you eat 12 packs of ramen noodles, like 3 things of beef bowl, and 15 egg rolls, and like they'll send money for that, and they just have eating.
Well, it's the
parties where
same
they
thing
eat.
for like just the Instagram models. Like people are just getting paid to just go to like a beautiful island for 2 days, take a cool photo. This is the place I'm at. And then whatever sponsorship they get's it. But people are also going broke trying to, like, they'll spend their life savings going in, and if it doesn't pick up, oh great, I don't have any money now. I did go to these cool places for a day or two, but I don't have any money now.
How do I get in on this racket?
First of all, you need to find a talent. Don't. Like, you need some skills.
I am the
man.
talent. You know, when I go to a radio station in the future and apply for a job, they're going to get any talents on the board. I was like, no, that's not my talent. Somebody else does the button pushing. I am personality. That's what I bring to the show.
I bring words. I bring words. Nothing technical past that.
Radio is the only interview you could do where you say, I'm great with people and I have a wonderful personality. It's actually a good thing because no one else wants to hire that guy. No one else wants to hire me if I go through the interview. Okay, so this is my voice. This is not a radio voice, but at the same time, this is not my applying for a job voice. No, that is a different voice. Are we going?
I can't hear you right now. Actually, you're just so soft.
No,
yeah,
the
we
NPR thing. My friend
Is that some Pearl Jam we're getting ready to listen to?
We are.
Oh, wait for it. Oh,
Yeah, that's right. We
Wait,
are
that's-
nearing the top of the hour. We got news, sports, and then we will be back with T-Bone in the morning. But closing out the hour, Pearl Jam with Better Man here on AFN Road to the Eagle.
Oh.
Waiting, watching the clock, it's 4 o'clock.
Can't hear you. I have the microphone, the headphones on.
I think we need to openly debate the fact that you said you don't appreciate Eyes Without a Face by Billy Idol.
I didn't say that. No. What I said was
Pull the plug.
Pull the plug
on a bad music choice.
on a bad music choice.
As we were talking about Eyes Without a Face on Billy
No.
Idol.
I was talking about the music that was playing. Yes, the Phil Collins song. What was
see-
that?
You touched my heart.
You Touch My Heart. Really, really motivates those trying to get in their aerobic activity in the morning in the gym.
People at the gym aren't listening to AFN. I'm at the gym. I always have my headphones. And when I don't have my headphones...
Until that time, you don't have your headphones, or until that time
I'm
when
never
your
listening to
battery is
AFN.
dead and you're forced to listen to us.
Nope. I'm in a conversation. I talk to
No one
people.
wants to talk to you in the gym. So yeah, that
Lies.
last Phil Collins song that was
Lies.
very dreamy and soft spoken.
Hey, man, he gave you the Tarzan album. You put some respect on his name.
No jacket required was the only thing he was worth. As an individual, then, as a group, there was different stuff, but as an individual, no jacket required. All right, moving on, because you are not the people I need to talk music with.
Have you seen that music video "Moo"? As you mooed like really hard. I just watched a 5-minute clip of how.
Have you seen it? It's kind of gone viral in the last like 10 days.
Less 10 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah,
And everyone forgot about it.
It's a woman
She's
just
just
singing about like
she's a cow.
B word, I'm a cow, like not like in a supposed to be like a cool like almost like sexy way, and it's just this is the most ridiculous video you've ever
It
seen.
is.
You
She
gotta watch
starts
it.
the music video with 2 French fries up her nose, and you're like,
And then she's
what?
drinking milkshakes, and a lot of the like her hooks are
They're all-
move, and then like
Yeah,
there's
I'm too
move.
smooth.
There's a lot of moves,
when I'm
and
in the
it's-
groove. and
You're
like,
gonna watch this and get upset that it's like blown up.
I won't watch it.
You will. You
I
should
mean,
please watch it.
Do you ever realize sometimes when you click on things that you're kind of enabling this behavior? Do you ever think about that?
Yeah.
Well, he was telling me how he watched like whatever the making of the video.
I just
like
watched
the,
like the 5-minute.
and
like,
he's
the-
like, wow,
I
she's
was
not
like,
that smart. Like you're
I
telling me
knew she wasn't that-
an intellectual didn't make this video.
I knew she wasn't smart and like she wasn't like the most intellectual person in the beginning, but then like I listened to it and I was like, oh my god.
There's this
Oh my
group,
gosh.
a super fat guy with tattoos all over him who's, I guess, rapping. I don't know.
Oh.
I've never turned the sound. Don't even say his name. I've never turned the sound on, but he's rapping next to this anorexic kid with long hair. And he's just
talking-
like a skeleton. I don't know who he is. I don't
I know-
care
I
who
know-
he is.
I know who
hair
you're
in-
talking
he has
about.
his hair is like rainbow,
I
or his
just-
teeth are rainbow or something.
No. He's just an anorexic little white kid with no shirt on and long hair. And
I've seen that. I think I know what you're talking about.
there's
Like
like-
this dude is like all like the literal epitome of skin and bone.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
It is unhealthy, and he's next to a giant fat guy, which makes him look even skinnier with a bunch of tattoos.
That's why he's rapping. He needs the money to eat, obviously.
Yeah, well, I just scroll on past. I will never intentionally click on some of the garbage that I see on a regular basis because I do have a sense of responsibility that, like, no, this doesn't continue with me. It might not have started with me, and it won't end with me, but it's not going to continue because of me. I don't do that. Do you do that? You do that. You do it all the time.
He's definitely an enabler.
Yeah.
He's an enabler.
I've made like so many people watch that stupid Moo video, and I just laugh the entire time. It's so bad because she's a very attractive woman, and like the song is stupid. But like watching her, like I was in the tears in the back, just like, oh my gosh.
So in the
ridiculous.
In the T-Bone in the morning show, we don't really have a producer, but when it comes to T-Bone and Chick Brew, we kind of actually do have a producer who gives us great show ideas, and we're going to talk about that when we come back. But before we go back into the music, we haven't at once told you what our phone number is, and it's really, really simple to remember.
People don't have phones.
If you ever want to
nowadays,
call us in the
T-Bone.
studio, it's 727-1025. You just look on the dial on your radio. I don't think there's any. It's all digital now, right? So 1025. It's right there in front of you. It's 1025 FM, 727-1025.
Well, you're
it's very
forgetting
easy.
that people who are listening, the people that are sitting in their car waiting for the cafe.
No. They've already got their coffee. Coffee zombies are getting coffee right now.
Then they probably aren't calling from a DSN line. So it's 956-82-1025.
956-82-1025.
If you're not calling from a phone on
That's
base.
another way to call in and distract
Right.
the DJs in the morning because the little light starts flashing and they have a hyper attention deficit disorder and don't know what to do.
I
when
like how
things
he
start.
clumped you in with the mad disrespect he gave me earlier.
There was one show we were called like 2 or 3 times, and I picked up, and like you're supposed to press the button and then pick up, or is that what you told me?
You pick up and then you press the button.
I was doing the other way, and then no answer, and it was frustrating me.
And it was hilarious.
Yes, I was visibly flustered and frustrated here, and he got a kick out of it.
Now,
So-
you can reach us via phone, and we've just given you that information. And no matter where you are, 727-1025 or
People don't use the phone anymore.
82-1025, or you can hit us up on the AFN Rhoda Facebook page.
Yes,
don't
I'm
do
good.
that
I can
either.
answer that. That's much.
Yeah,
that's in my skill set. I can't answer a phone, but I can respond to a Facebook message.
But we're not going to go back to the music until
Oh my gosh, I thought we just covered that. We're
Until-
going back to the music.
we say happy birthday to Chief Petty Officer Michael Stanley, who recently celebrated his 59th birthday. Yes, Chief Stanley is a viral.
Viral.
He's viral.
Feral?
Yeah, he's feral too. I'm telling you, when you see this man, you don't think of somebody that's, 59 years old. He's a great chief, a hard worker. He's out there PTing with the selectees right now, and he's one of my heroes. Anybody who's older than me is kind of my hero because I want to be them next.
Old?
Yeah. That's the goal in life, is to get as much of it as you can.
He wants to be old and run with the
So
young
there
bucks.
is that, and today is the eve of my second daughter, Nina. Yes, of her birth.
N-Dog.
N-Dog. Yeah, you remember? Yes.
She came in once.
She did not like that. Did
She
not
did
think it
not.
was funny.
I mean, I don't think anybody else did either, but just you.
It was real fun having my daughter in the studio. So yes, Nina's birthday
one?
is tomorrow. Yeah, I had both of them in the
They
studio.
both came,
yeah. Nina's birthday is tomorrow, so while we're swatting at the mosquitoes that have suddenly
Look,
invaded
man,
the
I
studio,
don't know if you've seen
I
how-
have to say, happy birthday, Nina!
She's
And
not
Chief.
listening. And Chief.
And Chief Stanley, of course, yes.
All right, we will be back, but first, some music. Billy Idol, Eyes Without a Face, followed by the Black Keys here on AFN Road to the Eagle. All right, we are back, and you did tease something that you didn't want to talk about, right?
What?
You wanted to tease something. We got some bets on.
I'm just watching Mushmouth over there.
Yeah,
Look here.
eating a cereal.
I eat
Eating
my
a
breakfast at
cereal
like
milk.
6:45,
Yes,
during the
but
week.
you eat like a cow, just chaw around and around, and lots of chewing and marshmallows.
Look here, guy. I can't just shovel it into my face and swallow it whole. I have to chew
You
like
could,
a normal
and I'm
person.
sure someone would pay you to do that.
I can't.
It blows my mind. So we were talking about the fact that during a T-Bone and Chick Brew in the morning, we have a producer, and the producer has all these brilliant ideas of what we should talk about.
I don't know who this producer is.
Yeah, her name is J-Bone.
I don't know who that is.
I know who that is, and that's all that matters. Anyway, so
T-Bone knows J-Bone. Real stretch.
He has a lot of bones.
No way.
In his friend group, In-Bone, J-Bone.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bones going around.
Yeah, and I hide all the bones. It's his favorite thing to do. Just dig them up and throw them in the backyard. So it's funny because J-Bone has all these wonderful ideas about, you should talk about this. But then she doesn't remember.
Oh, that's his voice for his wife. I know that voice. That like raspy. I've been smoking for 20 years. I probably have a hole in my throat that I have to cover up to speak. That's his wife's voice, apparently.
That's Virginia Slims at a bingo parlor in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 50 years in the future. So J-Bone comes up with all of these wonderful ideas of what we should talk about, but then never remembers anything. It's like in my life, there's a role reversal where I'm not the man in the house, because it's just the little things, you know. She wears pants, so I guess she wears the pants in the family, and you know, she brings home bacon too, and of course my bacon isn't as good as her bacon, and she doesn't listen, which is genetically supposed to be my role in the relationship. I'm supposed to be the one that doesn't listen.
I think you're getting too into the gender normatives right now. Just let her.
Gender normatives.
It's 2018, okay?
Yeah.
Women don't have to listen to you. Right?
Yeah.
It's 2018.
They can also
get
be
over it.
inattentive and do their own thing.
That's not fair.
They can buy bacon at the grocery store,
And they can
too.
be funny. Women can be funny. Get over
Get
it.
over it.
Okay, all right. So, just to answer the question that's probably going through her mind right now.
Why are you using that voice for me on the radio? One.
No.
Two, why are you talking about me like, I run your life?
She does. I mean, that isn't even funny. It's just true.
Three, why did you
Can I
post that
answer
video? Why
the
did you post that
question
picture
so we
of me
can
on the
move
internet?
on to my real purpose here?
Yes.
It was WWYD, the John Quinones show. What would you do? Yeah, we were going to have a lot of fun with that, but now we're not. Moving on. So let's talk about driving in the morning. You drive a car.
I do.
Drive a car. Anybody ride a vehicle with two wheels and occasionally?
I think you do.
I do. Obviously.
Wait, that wasn't a setup for you? I thought this was a setup and I missed the mark. I missed the mark.
Go back to chawing on the shredded wheat Fruit Loops over there.
It's not Fruit Loops. Frosted Mini Wheats. They have a deal going on at the commissary.
So our golf course is a very nice area for creating low-laying clouds. Early in the morning when you roll in, if you catch the time right and the conditions right, you get fog, intense fog, right on the street next to the golf course. And it's really cool. What I didn't realize today, because I don't ride a vehicle.
That was me. I'm sorry. I'm getting an update message about something.
I want you to finish your story.
We understand there's some technical problems out there this morning, and one of the engineers is here actually trying to fix it. But
Look, I don't want to lie to you.
Worse.
I'm an MC 90% of the time.
Stop hitting the microphone table.
And that was just a table. You can't touch this thing. You see how many springs are hooked up to this? Come on.
I couldn't help but notice when rolling through the fog this morning on a two-wheeled vehicle how much the temperature decreases in that space.
Oh yeah.
I'd never noticed that before. I don't drive through fog a lot. But visibility, on the other hand, of course, visibility disappears. So what's something you should think about when you roll into heavy fog?
Hitting the turns like Tokyo Drift and hoping that people stay out of the way.
Kidding. How about your lights? So having your high beams on in dense fog is a bad idea. It lightens up everything, but it just doesn't allow you a clear vision. Remember, if you have fog lights, that's the perfect time to use them. I used to keep mine on all the time. I think I still do. I don't know. They're automatic. So use your fog lights if you have fog lights. Use your low beams during the fog period. Be very attentive to the pedestrians and the bicyclists who do not wear reflective gear,
As
who
they
are
should.
not paying attention to the rules of the road.
As they
Who
should.
do not have... I just want... Can we do a contest? Can we just... the best lit person? Yeah, lit. That's what I'm talking about. The
Ew.
best lit person in Rhoda, and just have a
It feels
nighttime
weird when you
photo
say that
contest.
word.
But are we still on that run of no DUIs? I feel like it's counterproductive
Yeah,
to the.
No, we're not.
Oh, we're not.
No, we're not.
Oh, when did that end?
Probably the free weekend that we just got.
Probably yeah.
You guys got
That's-
Friday off for no DUIs. Thursday night DUI.
That happened on my ship. So we have safety stand down 2 years in a row. Like one guy, the night of the safety stand down right after DUI. Same guy didn't get kicked out the first time. Same guy got DUI the next year's safety stand down. He was in the Navy after that, but that was.
And he shouldn't be.
I mean,
that's-
I'm not arguing that, but it's kind
That's
of.
the kind of guy who does those things on purpose. You know what I mean?
It's a weird coincidence.
you go above and beyond to be a scumbag. And those people don't deserve to be in the military. They deserve to get out and go complain about being treated poorly as a veteran because, they're a piece of garbage.
People can't stand.
I don't want to say that. I just want to say, as we get ready for 7:30 stand-up, who we got on
Sebastian Maniscalco, followed by Dimitri Martin. He's getting a lot of, I think with this new special, he's getting a lot of, obviously, press, I would imagine, but yeah, we got to.
I do love Dimitri. But he's also very visual, so I'll be interested to hear that. So with that being said, this is going to conclude this week's T-Bone in the Morning with special DJs, DJ Andres and DJ AT. I'm going to say, please, if you do anything, remember to be the best adult. No, not that I was confusing things there. Just make smart decisions when you're out adulting. Adult properly. Have a drinking buddy when you go out drinking. Have a designated driver. Use a cab. Use the phone app. Do smart. I'm going to stab him. All right.
Man, it's literally the table.
I'm going to finish.
I'm half
Stop it.
troubleshooting, half
Eat food.
eating and talking.
I'm going to say this. Be the best person that you could be. And if you were a great person yesterday, be an even better person tomorrow. And if you can go through the weekend without stabbing one of your friends, that's a bonus.
I feel like it would be nice if there was a visual, and in the old G.I. Joe talks when it's like, and now I feel like that you finish talking about this, and that's what plays in my mind for everybody else, so they can visualize what's going through my
Hey, when you
mind.
guys do the show review of this, remember he's the one that rambles.
Oh, that's admitted. Oh yeah, no, I'm a rambling.
He's a rambler.
I'm a rambling man. I can't help it.
Yeah.
You caught
This
me in a rough
has
time.
been T-Bone in the Morning.
All right, here we go.
It's your 7:30 stand-up.
But the reason I fell in love with my wife is because she is so different. She brings out a lot of things in me that no one ever has. She loves to go out, loves people, loves to go. She came home a couple months ago. She's like, met a great couple. They invited us to their home for a dinner party. Now, in my head, I'm like, it sounds terrible. I don't want... But not everything's an argument. So I told my wife, when's it, Saturday night, my night off? Yeah, love to go. All strangers? Everybody's going to be a stranger? So we get in the car. We start to drive. The whole ride there, she's promoting a couple. It's her couple. She's got to talk them up. She's like, you're going to love these two. She's an interior designer. She is so creative. You're going to love the guy, too. He's a stay-at-home dad. I didn't grow up with the stay-at-home dad community. You don't really find that in the Italian culture. You rarely hear a woman go, no, Gino's at home with the kid. No, he doesn't work. He just watches Peppa Pig.
I read everything. I was reading a beach ball last summer at a pool party. I guess I was having a great time at the party, and I'm sitting there reading a beach ball. It says on the ball, warning, this is not a life-saving device. I was like, okay, so there's definitely a story here. Some guy's drowning. They're like, get the beach ball. I'm just petting on the guy with the beach ball. I appreciate the effort. I'm having fun, but I'm dying here. You see, I need the donut of this. This is the donut hole of what I need. I need the donut so I can live. Thank you. Donut hole is the most disgusting sounding thing that tastes the best to me. I put a ladyfinger in a donut hole. It was totally fine. Donut hole is kind of interesting because it's the thing we call as a donut hole is what we took out of the donut, and then the hole itself that was left, the absence of a donut hole, is the donut hole. So it's kind of a paradox. It's like it's is and not is at the same time. That's impossible, the donut hole. It's kind of